morning students and welcome back to the class. So yesterday we discussed about the leaf. Okay, so today we will discuss about the flower. So flower is nothing but a condensed shoot. Okay, condensed and modified shoot. Okay, and this flower is a site of reproduction. Okay, it is meant for a sexual reproduction because it contains both this male and female reproductive structure with it. Okay, so let us get familiar with the flower and its parts. You have already learned these things in your lower classes. Still, let us have a recap of those things. So this is the flower structure, and flower mainly contains four parts. First one is a calyx, and second calyx, and the members are called as a sepals, and the second part is a corolla. The members are called petals, and the third one is a androecium, that is male reproductive part, and the fourth one is a gymnosium, and that is a female reproductive part. Okay, you see. Fine. You see here, this one is the calyx, that is the outermost whorl. You see, that is the flower contains four whorls. Whorls means which are arranged in a circular fashion. So the outermost whorl part is the calyx, and the individual members, they are called as sepals. Okay, this one. And after next to this, you see, these are the corolla, and individual members are called as the petals. You see, this petals, pakalegalu anta helthivi ನಾವು. Fine. After that, you see this structure. So this is filament and this is anther, and this filament and anther, this whole part, they make a androecium. So this is the male reproductive part, that is called as androecium, and this androecium contains the anther at the tip bulged portion, and the stalk, that is called a filament. And after that we have this structure. You see, in the innermost whorl of a flower, and this whole part is called as a gynosium, that is female reproductive structure, and this gynosium, that is female reproductive structure, it is having three parts. This one, the upper part, it is called as a stigma, and this is tube-like structure, middle part it is called as style, and this bulged portion at the base, it is called as a ovary. So stigma, style and ovary, this all they are the gynosium. All they constitute the gynosium, that is female reproductive part of reproductive structure of a flower. Okay, so this is the structure of a flower, and which contains mainly four parts. First, outermost layer, that is a calyx, and the members are called as sepals. Next one is a what is that? Corolla. Next part is corolla, and individual members are called as petals. These are the petals. Okay, and next this after this corolla we have this androecium, male reproductive structure, which is having anther and filament, and inner to that we have this female reproductive structure, that is called as gynosium, and it will be having three parts: stigma, this style, and the bulged portion at base, ovary. Okay, and next, inflorescence. Inflorescence means the arrangement of flowers on the peduncle. Okay, peduncle, that is the central axis on which the flowers are arranged. Okay, and that is the arrangement of flower is known as a inflorescence. Okay, and in the inflorescence, that is arrangement of flowers, we have two types. One is racemose and another one is cymose. ರೆಸಿಮೋಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೈಮೋಸ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಎರಡು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರಗಳು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್. ಇನ್ ರೆಸಿಮೋಸ್, the peduncle, the growth of peduncle is indefinite, that it grows indefinitely. Okay, and next the peduncle, it do not end in a flower. Okay, it continuously grows and it do not end with the flower. Okay, and the older flowers are found at the base and the new flowers are found at the tip or top. Okay, and opening of the order of opening of flower is a centripetal. That means from periphery to the center. That means outside to the inner, and that is a racemose. And next one is a cymose type of inflorescence. Here the growth of peduncle is definite. Peduncle, it grows with the definite. You see, this might be, and this peduncle always ends with a flower. But in case of this racemose, it is indefinitely grows and it will not end with any flower. And next, the older flowers are found at the apex. Okay, and the younger flower will be at the base. Okay, so these are the inflorescence types. Okay, next we will discuss some other technical words used in this flower. Okay, so some of the technical terms used in describing the flower. So some of the technical terms which are used in describing the flower. So the first one is a bract. It is a small leafy structure at the base of the flower. Okay, so bract is nothing but a small leafy structure which is found at the base of the flower. Okay, that is known as a bract. And the flowers which are having the bract, they are known as ebracteate flowers. You see, the flowers which are having bracts, they are called as ebracteate flowers. And the flowers which are not having without bract, so based on this bract, that is a small leafy structure found at the base of the flower, we have a bractate flowers and ebractate flowers. So the flowers which have this bract, they are known as a bracteate flower, and the flower which do not have this bract, they are known as ebracteate flowers. Okay, and the next one is bracteoles. And these are the small green appendages present above the bracts. Small structures which are present above the bracts. Okay, they are called as a bracteole. And the flowers which are having this bracteole, okay, and they are called as a bracteolate flower. Okay, so bracteole is a small appendage which is present on the bract, and the flowers which are having these bracteoles, they are called as a bracteolate flower. Okay, and the flowers which are not having this bracteole, they are called as a ebracteole flower. Ebracteolate flower. Okay, so bracteolate flowers are one which are having bracteole, and ebracteolate flowers are one which do not possess or do not have this bracteole. Okay, and after this we have symmetry of flower. Symmetry of a flower, and here we have a radial symmetry, bilateral symmetry, three types. Bilaterally symmetry, and another third one is asymmetrical. Okay, so there are three types of symmetry in flower. One is radial symmetry, second one bilateral symmetry, and third one is asymmetrical one. Okay, you see, first let us see bilaterally symmetry. Bi means two. A leaf can be divided into two equal parts. They are known as a bilaterally symmetry. Okay, so a flower, the bilaterally symmetry flower, they can be divided into two equal parts by the axis passing through the center. Okay, and radially symmetrical means a flower can be divided into two equal parts, a plane passing through the any axis. Okay, but here in case of bilateral symmetry only through the central axis, but here in this radial symmetry any plane. If for example you see a line is passed through this plane, you see it is divided into two equal parts. It is known as a bilaterally symmetry. Okay, and likewise here in case of this radially symmetry, you can divide the flower into two equal parts, plane passing through the any okay line axis passing through the any plane. Okay, so that is known as a radially symmetry. Okay, and asymmetry, that means the flower cannot be divided into two equal parts. Okay, so this is the symmetry of a flower. Okay, with this we conclude here and continue tomorrow.